I get started, I'd like to kindly ask that you hit the like button, and please subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.
Do or do not. There is no try.
So Venom, Let There Be Carnage is about to be released. And from the moment that this movie was teased, I was extremely excited about it. Mostly because I marginally enjoyed the first Venom movie, and also I was a huge fan of both Venom and Carnage growing up. When I reacted to the first trailer, however, I was still excited to see it, but I did mention that something felt off about it. Something that pissed off a lot of people who watched that video. I couldn't quite put my finger on what exactly was bothering me. To be clear, I know this is a foreign concept to some, but just because I express concerns about something doesn't necessarily mean that I hate it. We don't deal in absolutes on this channel. There's always areas of gray.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
That being said, more and more information has been coming out about this movie as we get closer to its release. We've had trailers, we've had TV spots, we've had interviews, and through all this, it's become very clear to me that something weird is going on with this movie. All the marketing for this film seems to have leaned into this idea that Venom and Eddie are a couple.
Why?
And to a greater degree, they've actually played that relationship up in a very comedic way. I did mention the odd use of too much comedy in the first trailer, and I do believe that this movie is falling into a similar trap that a lot of comic book movies fall into these days. That being, they like to take a cool or badass character and kind of turn them into a joke.
Ha ha, very funny, motherfucker!
Not to mention, the very idea that they're a couple is kind of strange. A symbiote is supposed to form a bond with a host. Through that bond, they can alter their host's personality, they can influence their darkest desires, while also amplifying their physical and emotional traits, and often granting them with superhuman abilities. Now, the enhanced abilities aspect of this character, that's just a given. But by trying to portray the relationship between Eddie and Venom as anything but toxic and possibly dangerous is a very strange route to take with this movie.
That makes sense.
This relationship isn't supposed to be as mutually beneficial and comedic as this movie is having us believe. In fact, the symbiote is using Eddie for all intents and purposes and actually killing him probably. It is in fact a parasite. It seems like a serious Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type approach with a split personality would have been the better way to go with this character. I'm not trying to be a buzzkill, but it's not exactly consistent with what I think of when I think of the character of Venom. I've actually heard their relationship in this movie described as sweet, albeit in a dark, comedic way.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Which brings me to director Andy Serkis' recent comments, who clearly stated that he's using the film to ship the two characters. Now, I'm not going to go over what the term ship means, you can look that up for yourself, but not since Rey Palpatine and a murderous Kylo Ren has there been such a strange desire to put two characters in a relationship like that. So I ask, what exactly is going on here?
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands.
He says that they love each other and that their relationship is the central love story of this movie. He even claims to have included a coming out scene of sorts for Venom in the movie as well. He says that he sees a very obvious parallel between Venom's story and the stories of LGBTQ couples. Venom apparently even speaks about the evil treatment of aliens in this coming out scene as well. If that's an actual line of dialogue in this movie, it's definitely going to be worth an eye roll. And apparently even Venom tries to kiss Eddie at some point during the movie as well. I suppose all this can be taken as very tongue-in-cheek, but it really doesn't feel that way. Okay, so I have a lot of questions about this, but I have two really big ones.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
First, isn't it kind of disrespectful to draw parallels between LGBTQ couples and a parasitic alien that's manipulating its host and probably killing him? I understand that it's symbolic in a way and that people are seeing parallels between the two, but knowing the character of Venom, I see that as a very awkward conclusion to jump to. This feels like a virtue signaling backfire waiting to happen. Also, does anyone else find it kind of weird that this is a plot or subplot in a movie that features Venom and Carnage meeting for the first time on screen? It just seems like a strange thing to focus on in this situation.
You didn't see that coming.
As always, I will wait to see how it plays out in context, but all of this isn't exactly inspiring more confidence. Whether it be through the overuse of comedy or how this relationship is being described, it seems like the Venom character that I know is being misrepresented to a certain extent. I don't know, this is kind of an awkward video to make, but let me know what you guys think about it, because I could very well be reading way too much into this. But like I've said, I've had a strange feeling about this movie for a while now, and it seems like all these weird stories coming out of left field are kind of validating all my concerns.
There's nothing I look forward to with greater pleasure.
But what do you guys think? Are you still excited for Venom, Let There Be Carnage? Let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time right here on Real Shift. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Y'all be cool. Right on.